All right, people, look, I know you're all dying for an update on the Young Thug interview, and I'm working on it, all right? I'm cooking, but I wanted to just hop on and do a quick little update because we have finally heard the latest word in the beef between Chicago and Baton Rouge. YoungBoy touched the stage in Houston last night, or maybe tonight. Maybe this just happened right now by the looks of it. This was 31 minutes ago. And he had words for Lil Durk. This is the first time we've heard YoungBoy speak on his beef with Lil Durk since he got out, really. And for the first time, he's standing up for himself. He's actually letting the people know, yo, back when I was on house arrest, they had me down bad. Durk was dissing on me. I couldn't even move around. I was locked in my home. So now Lil Durk's locked up. We getting our get back, man. This is what he said. Listen to this.
I want them to like this. Hey, wait, when you stand on business, a lot of niggas don't like it.
He said, when you stand on business, a lot of people don't like it. You feel me?
I remember at one point you had me locked down in my home.
He said, I remember at one point they had me locked down in my home.
These pussy niggas know I can't move around.
He said he's talking about Durk. He's saying these P-word N-words were popping it on me, knowing that I couldn't move around. They knew I couldn't do anything. They knew I wasn't outside. I was on house arrest. And they kept on talking. Durk dropped a couple disses. Durk was going at YoungBoy when he couldn't move around, when he was locked in his house, when he basically was having a whole bunch of legal troubles. And Durk was out here outside, you know, on private jets, flying in between different locations, little trips to California, you know. Eventually caught himself a murder for hire case. And during this period of time, he had a lot to say about YoungBoy.
I say, little girl, bitch. Hey, and I'm still behind nobody gonna go on that bitch like this. I say, nobody ain't gonna kill you.
So he says, look, he stood up to Durk. He stood up to Durk when he was down bad, when he was struggling, and then he launched into his scathing diss song, I Hate YoungBoy, with them first lyrics. YoungBoy, they gonna kill you. You better stop dissing them. Tell them dudes F them, and they know I ain't scared of them. How you talking stuff when nothing died about your cousin them? Quando got no filter, and they say they ain't gonna mess with him now, okay? YoungBoy's tour has been absolutely off the chain so far. We done seen some of the craziest, most lit crowds. You know, you see, look, there's levels to this rap game tour stuff, all right? There's the bottom rung when you can't even sell tickets and your shows are getting cancelled, your tours are getting cancelled. We're seeing this happen to a few rappers right now, not to name any names. You know what I'm saying?
Man, what's up?
But then there's the next level. Rappers, they be selling out venues. They might not be the biggest venues in the world, little 700-seater, 1,000-seater, but they selling out venues and they got a little buzz. Then you got big boy rappers that are selling out big venues, doing big tours all around the globe. And then you got your arena rappers, right? But somewhere along the way, sometimes people be selling out these venues, they be selling out these arenas, but the crowds are dead. But that is not the case with YB, no sir, okay? YoungBoy's crowds have been going absolutely mental at these shows. Look at the energy in this crowd. They're going crazy for YB. And this is the end of the show. This is when the show's ended. They trying to get people out of the venue and everybody is still just wilding out. He's leaving. He's not even around. They're going crazy still. They're loving YoungBoy, man. They're saying he had Dallas going absolutely crazy. He said he had Dallas going wild. Right? Stadium jumping, everybody going crazy for all these YoungBoy hits that we ain't heard. He been on house arrest the whole time. Look, they was turned, man. They was turned up in the crowd at the show. They was going crazy, bro. YB outside for the first time in 6 years. This was phenomenal. This was insane. Whole arena packed out, floor to ceiling. You're seeing phone lights non-stop. They was wilding out. They were loving him. They were going absolutely mental for YoungBoy, man. They were going mental. I can't wait to see him, man. I can't wait to be in one of these shows, bro. I got to decide where I want to pop. People saying the Baton Rouge show is going to be the one. Maybe the Chicago show is going to be the one. But they was going absolutely wild for YoungBoy, man. And it's good to see. It's inspiring to see. But I do think that this is time for him to stand up and throw a few shots back at YoungBoy, to be completely honest with you. I feel like it's time for that, and people agree. Look, in the comments on that post, they're saying the Chicago show is about to be legendary. They're saying he's going to play a tape of Kiddo peeing on Von's grave. I'm crying. Lil Tim was even there in the crowd with Academics, so you know there's low-key, under-the-radar disrespect for Chicago even having Lil Tim in the building, but shout out to him.
Lil Tim, YB show, you know, we out here. Right? Man, we here, we vibing.
You got Lil Tim in there, so you know the Chicago show. I don't know if Tim's going to the Chicago show, but that is going to be wild. People saying, damn, what's Durk going to respond? He'd probably respond when he get to his house in 2096. We might not hear a response from Durk, but it's only right. When YoungBoy was facing his cases, when he was in jail, when he was on house arrest, 6 whole years. All right, I'm pretty sure YoungBoy was on house arrest or locked up when Von died. Okay, and they kept the ultimate disrespect going for him. So it's only right that he claps back. It is only right. It is only right, man. They're saying he got a point. He was on house arrest while fighting cases while getting dissed by Durk the whole way through. They're saying, well, he was dissing Von on house arrest. Durk ain't supposed to respond back. They said, but he ain't lying. Durk dissed him 2021 when YB was locked up and while YB was on house arrest. They said, imagine what he gonna say when he perform in Chicago. Saying he got a point. He couldn't move around while they was dissing. But then they saying, ain't he dissed Von while he was on house arrest? What you think? Dudes are gonna not say anything? I get you. But at the same time, Durk's putting the extras on it. And then he's getting done for murder for hire. And it's free Quando for sure. What has that got to do with anything? He was safe at home. Durk was dissing him. He was doing shows everywhere, right? YB and Quando still haven't got back for Lil Pab, and it's been 3 years. People saying, you know, YB doesn't care about Lil Pab. I don't know if that's true. They're saying, didn't Duty Low from OTF just get robbed and shot by them? Hey, it is what it is, man. People saying, look, they'll never get back. The beef is over. You think YB's about to send 4K trade dudes across the country to slide? I highly doubt it. All of his bodies are in Baton Rouge where he has the numbers. This is just for show. Dirk and them actually wanted blood. And they're saying, what, you want him to slide on a Fed prison? Please don't do that. It's a bad idea. They're saying, damn, he said that ain't nothing die about your cousin them part overly hard. And he's talking about Newski's, he's talking about Dirk's cousin Newski, but, you know, there's other people you could point to with that phrase, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was all about. They're saying, if you told me YoungBoy was going to come out on top of this beef and Dirk would have tricked himself out of his spot at the start of it, I would not have believed you. He's saying, ain't nobody tricked themselves. Killing and murder come with the streets for real. People saying that's not hard to believe. YB and Quando Rondo's side was playing defense. I doubt even if YB was out, he would be sending people across state lines to slide. Dirk was the only one that was insane and foolish enough in this beef. They're saying you can tell he couldn't wait to perform this. I can only imagine that feeling. They're saying the DJ sold it. I mess with YoungBoy, but Pab is dead. Let's not act like we don't know why Dirk's in jail right now. They're really down on the scorecard wise. Just YB just to start. Now, I do not condone this sort of activity. And for the record, I do not condone scorekeeping, but at the same time, they're not down on the scorecard if King Von, Big Dog, been down. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to put it that way, but that is just what it is, unfortunately. My phone's going on. This must be my Young Thug alert. God damn. All right. They're saying the dude is dissing a guy while dude is fighting for his life. Well, they was doing the same thing when he was locked up, the whole of OTF. And Durk ain't dissed YB while he was locked in the house. I know it's not the same, but still. Back in 2021, he sneaked diss YB on Still Running when YB was locked up, so it's fair game. Didn't Durk diss YB when he was in jail? It's all there, man. Greatest to ever do it. I personally feel like YoungBoy is the greatest rapper alive right now, personally, to be honest. Just to be honest, all right? The greatest now. We've been having this kind of debate for a long time. Okay, there's been a big debate going on behind the scenes between me, Remo, a couple other people. Shout out Zone 6. I personally believe that YoungBoy is the hottest, most talented, most successful, hottest, pause, why for that? But hottest in terms of music and success, not in terms of attractiveness. Although he ain't a bad looker either. Pause, all right? But he ain't a bad looking guy either. You know what I'm saying? He got the dents in his head, but he'll make it work, okay? I feel like ain't nobody hotter than YB in the game right now. He's got so many career achievements under his belt. Now, remember, this guy, I've said this so many times before. People don't get this. His name is YoungBoy, right? He's manifested success with his name. His name is YoungBoy. He speed ran the whole rap game. He's got the accolades up there. Maybe some accolades he's not got, but like as far as Billboard charting songs, albums hitting #1, albums charting in the top 10, this guy's up there with Lil Wayne, all right? He's up there with the Eminem when it comes to actually songs on the Billboard charts, like numbers on the board. Like this guy, YoungBoy charts with his eyes closed. Okay, so there's been a big debate going on: Lil Wayne or YoungBoy, Lil Wayne or YoungBoy. Of course, historically, Lil Wayne got more trophies on the shelf, but YoungBoy just getting started, and his trophy shelf looking pretty full too. So you guys let me know in the comments, man. YoungBoy or Lil Wayne, who really got it right now? Because Lil Wayne had it, all right? I came up in the Carter 3 era, all right? All that lollipop, all right? I paused. A lot of pause in this video. But right now, YB got it, man. And I feel like these shows are just testament. This is the biggest tour that really a street rapper I can think of ever did. We ain't counting no 50 Cent. We ain't counting Lil Wayne in that. YoungBoy really been dealing with these problems. So I personally feel like he's about to go on the greatest run we've possibly ever seen as far as street gangster rap ever goes. His music's fire. He's dropping album after album. He dropped 2 albums in a month. All right. Maybe they weren't the best albums he ever dropped, but he did it. He's back to work. He's back to it. And the tour is looking absolutely phenomenal. And he talking that stuff to Durk. So let me know what you guys think. I'm going to be back with a Young Thug update. And make sure you get your channel memberships in so that you can vote on the channel members exclusive video that I will be dropping very soon once all of that has come together. So I appreciate you guys. Thug update coming soon, man. I'm about to get through it. I'm nearly done. I was working on my script and then this popped up. I thought I'd make you a quick little YoungBoy vid to break up all of the Young Thuggery, man.
Man, what's up?
All right, catch you in the next one. Peace.